Hey everyone, I hope you all are doing well. I am currently on a vacation, so we should be home by the time I get this video posted. But I thought it might be interesting to show you the items I brought with me on vacation. We are currently in our camper. We do try to use our camper as often as possible because it just makes accommodations so much cheaper whenever we do go out on a vacation. So this bag here is the Ateliers Penelope pouch. This is the only bag that I brought with me. I have shown this in a recent video. I did buy this directly from their website in Japan. And it's amazing for travel. I think this is like the first time I actually have traveled with it, but because it has this closure that extends up, I can stack things on top like this pouch, and it takes it like a dream. So this has been amazing to travel with, and the little handles, it just makes everything so nice and compact. And I actually didn't think much about what I was packing when we left. I was kind of in a little bit of a rush, so I just got this bag, emptied it out, and then refilled it with some things that I thought were necessary, but really the only thing I actually used in here as far as like journaling is my passport. So I'll take these things out and show them to you one at a time, but really most of this stuff is stuff that I have shown already anyway in, you know, this video or that. So this, I guess I'm just gonna call this like A6 size since it's closest to that size, but I really just made this to hold my prayer book. So this doesn't really count as like planning or journaling because it's just for me to read. So I do prioritize bringing this with me whenever and wherever I can. I do have a little notebook in here, but it's more like a commonplace book that has to do with any prayers or like videos and things that I watch. If anything catches my attention, I'll jot it down in here for quick reference. But yeah, so this definitely made the cut, and I just love it anyway. I love this whole system, and this cover and everything all together has just been amazing. And then for actual planning, I have my Hobonichi weeks, so this is the only planning thing I brought with me. I did not bring the A6 Fleurir Lab that I use for a very detailed daily task list because I'm on vacation. I am not focused on any kind of tasks. And the only reason I brought the weeks is a just in case. Like if I ended up getting a call or something while I'm away on vacation and I need to, you know, if they're calling me to schedule an appointment or something like that, then I need this to make sure I can schedule it correctly. But I have not cracked this open once during this past week. And I expected that. I would have been surprised if I needed to get in here and actually do some planning. So this was always a just in case kind of thing. And the next thing I brought is my current journal. This is just my free form journal. I mostly have journals. I'm not like a huge planner person. This is my current free form journal, and this is where I do put in a lot of ephemera, stickers, tip-ins, and things like that. And it's getting really bulky, but I have shifted the way I use this several times since I've been in it. And I'm kind of testing out some different ways of journaling for next year to just make it more manageable and more consistent for me. And so I've been testing that out in here as well before I finally retire this thing at the end of 2022. I have actually not cracked this open once during this vacation, and that didn't surprise me. This is not a really big priority when I'm pressed for time. When we go on vacation, it's really just all about being in the moment on the vacation. So I already expect to do the bare minimum when it comes to planning and memory keeping. So this is empty. I have 2 pouches, and then this is the last item. Now this is what I have been keeping up with. So this is my passport size traveler's notebook, and I really just 3 main inserts in here. They're all the same. It's the Travelers Company weekly dated insert, and as you can see, these spaces are really tiny per day, and this is the one that I have for family. And basically I summarize the events of the day every day in here. And because I'm working with an incredibly small space, I have to be very brief, and it's a very condensed version. And when I'm having a really busy time, this is extremely doable for me. It's something I can still keep up with. So I've really embraced doing this type of journaling this year. I have 2 other ones in here, and it's one for each kid. It's basically what I am using to journal to each of my kids. And again, it's a really small space, so I find it very easy to keep up with this even when life gets really busy. And even when I get like a day or 2 behind, I really don't like to get any more than 2 days behind. It's very easy for me to catch up when I have a moment to breathe. So I'm just really loving this format, and this is the only thing that I've been keeping up with during this really busy week. And yes, I did cave and I got traveler's notebook accessories. I think I made a jet pens order. These ended up in there, as well as some other things that I was, you know, saving up in my cart for. So I did add this. I've had this insert for a while. It's just the washable paper insert. And this is kind of a test for next year as well. I think this is going to end up being like a place that I can do long form journaling instead of having an entirely separate notebook like this. I'm kind of playing with my system a bit. So anyway, I just stuck that in there to kind of test the size and to just chew on this idea a little bit before the new year rolls around. But yeah, so that's everything. These pouches, this one is like a combination of 2 separate pouches that I had. This is a Lindock pouch, by the way, because of course it is. But everything that I had in my Yuruliku pouch is in here, and then another pouch. Like I think what I had in my Hurlstone is also in here, and then maybe a 3rd pouch. I don't know, but so you know, I've got all my like deco rush tapes that I use in my planner, even though I'm not planning, all of my post-it notes, page flags, tabs, you know, I've shown all of this in like previous videos. And then all of my writing instruments. I did ink up some pens before I left. So I've got 2 vintage pens, these 2. This is an Eversharp, and this is a Wall, which is absolutely stunning. And I have Sailor Shikiori Rikucha in here. And then I have Noodler's 54th Massachusetts in here and in here. And this is the Kakimori. Is this the Karapo? No, or is that the other thing? I can't remember. But it's a Kakimori roller ball. And I love this so much. This is in the 0.5. I think I have like 3 of these or something, but I was really missing these. And I've just been finding that my fountain pens, especially these vintage ones, are just, they're so finicky. And I was wanting something easy, but I still want to use my fountain pen inks. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been using Noodler's 54th Mass a lot. And it's because I'm trying to use up my ink bottle. It's not that I particularly love that ink or anything, but I just haven't really been into inks and pens at all this year, and maybe the last year a bit. And I just thought it would be really nice to start making a dent in the ink bottles I have. And so I've just kind of concentrated on 54th Mass. And I can see a difference. I'm making progress on it. But yeah, so random gel pens, all the things that I have shown previously, and some brush pens as well. Because with brush pens, I haven't really been focusing on lettering, like brush lettering. I've been really embracing and loving using those kinds of brush pens to just write normally, but kind of messy. And I really love that. So this, everything in here was actually in a separate pouch, and it's what I call like my tool bag. But it has the bulkier items like scissors, rulers, scotch tape, my Tombow tape runner. And this is another Jimmy K Designs pouch. And I actually received this the day after I did my video on the first pouch I got from her, because man, I saw this and this had my name all over it, and I had to buy it. And I love how big her pouches are. I think this is like one of the smallest ones that she offers. And like, this is a Lindock pouch and this is a medium. And previously I had all of this stuff in a medium pouch and the pouch was full. So her bags are really nice and spacious if you're looking for a little bit more room. And I actually just watched Robin at Talks from the Heart, her pouch video, which I will link below. But she made a good point that on the Lindock pouches, she has these fabric like stoppers on both ends. So when you open it, you're not really getting an opening that's the full length of the pouch. So it can be a little more of a struggle if you're trying to get in longer items or items that are kind of the width of this pouch. But with Jimmy K Designs, her openings go pretty much all the way to the edge. So that makes for really easy use in that regard. So yeah, so I have all of my tools in here because I got this right before I left for this vacation, and I wanted to use it right away. But yeah, so that's everything that I brought with me, and I only really used one thing. I mean, I've been reading my prayer book, but I don't really count that as part of like journaling and planning stuff. I just really show it because it has like one of my favorite leather covers that I've made on it. But yeah, pretty soon I'm gonna have to do maybe like a full planner haul for 2023, and then like a review or something of what I've used this year and what I plan to do next year. I don't know. I've never been in this much upheaval about what I'm doing, and it's really just the journaling stuff. And it's really because I want a bunch of different planners for next year. And even though they're planners, I use them for journaling. But there are so many that I want. I feel like out of nowhere. And so now I'm trying to be careful, but I know I'm going to end up getting all of them anyway. Whatever. Did you see the Fleurir Lab ones that were released? They're gorgeous. So that kind of threw a wrench in some stuff. But anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. I hope you've been doing well, and thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.